Sherlock Holmes, Hercule Poirot, Dorothy Gale, Peter Pan, Winnie the Pooh, and Forrest Gump. The names I have just mentioned are some of the most iconic and famous fictional characters that have ever existed. Taking a great example, Sherlock Holmes is a fictional private detective created by British author Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Though not the first fictional detective, Sherlock Holmes is arguably the best known. Holmes' popularity and fame are such that many have believed him to be not a fictional character but a real individual. And here is the million-dollar question. Is fiction good for us? We spend a huge chunks of our life immersed in novels, films, TV shows, and other forms of fiction. Some see this as a positive thing, arguing that made-up stories cultivate our mental and moral development. But others have argued that fiction is mentally and ethically corrosive. It's an ancient question. Does fiction build the morality of individuals and societies, or does it break it down? A research in psychology and broad-based literary has shown that fiction does mold us. The more deeply we are cast under a story spell, the more potent its influence. In fact, fiction seems to be more effective at changing belief than non-fiction, which is designed to persuade through argument and evidence. Studies show that when we read non-fiction, we read with our shields up. We are critical and skeptical. But when we are absorbed in a story, we drop our intellectual guard. We are moved emotionally, and this seems to make us prone to show more empathy. But perhaps the most impressive finding is just how fiction shapes us, mainly for the better and not for the worse. Fiction enhances our ability to understand other people. It promotes a deep morality that cuts across religious and political creeds. More peculiarly, fiction's happy ending seems to warp our sense of reality. They make us believe in a lie that the world is more just than it actually is. But believing that lie has important effects for society, and it may even help explain why humans tell stories in the first place. One of my most favorite fictional characters growing up is none other than Naruto Uzumaki. Naruto is a Japanese manga series written and illustrated by Masashi Kishimoto. It tells the story of Naruto Uzumaki, a young ninja who seeks recognition from his peers and dreams of becoming the leader of his village. This show teaches viewers about the importance of sticking true to one's ideal. The show reminds viewers that the past does not dictate your future. You are free to do whatever you want. Naruto also depicts the consequences of letting a misguided belief system overcome you and dictate your action. Not all belief ideologies are justified. What makes the show Naruto so amazing is that everyone has their own set of ideals. Some of them fall under lawful good, some under chaotic good, and others are just pure chaotic evil. One of the characters wanted to achieve a peaceful world, and he was willing to do everything in order to do so. Another character's goal was to avenge his clan. Meanwhile, Naruto's goal was always to strive to become someone the village would recognize and respect. All of these are respectable principles and goals. The only problem is that some of them did not have the right means to execute their plan. In short, Naruto is basically the story of a boy who never gave up. Through his continuous efforts, he was able to achieve all of his goals. So those who are concerned about the messages in fiction, whether they are conservative or progressive, have a point. Fiction is dangerous because it has the power to modify the principles of individuals and whole societies. But fiction is doing something that all political factions should be able to get behind. Beyond the local battles of the culture wars, virtually all storytelling, regardless of genre, increases society's fund of empathy and reinforces an ethic of decency that is deeper than politics. And remember that this fictional world and characters inspire hundreds of thousands of people to live in the ways they want, to go out and do the things they love. Better yet, fiction continues to do this as it keeps providing strong and unique role models for every kind of person out there. Trust me, everyone looks up to someone, and fictional characters often uphold the best of values. So I ask all the people that are watching right now to pick up a new book, show, or movie that you have been putting on hold. You may learn something from these fictional characters even more so than a real person can ever teach you.